Hi, my name is Manuela. I'm a Self-Reliance Life Coach, and I'm recording this to catch you up on my life. You might have met me before, and in a different setting, in a different capacity. I am working as a life coach now, and that is synthesis of all the jobs, of all the training, and of all the experiences I've had over the years. And I find it such a valuable and useful profession, and it's so much fun. So I wanted to share a bit more about where I'm coming from, so you might understand better where I am right now. And the thing is, I was born in Austria, in Europe, in a small village in the rolling hills close to the Danube. And I lived in Austria until I was in my mid-20s. I studied sociology there, and then I worked in a social management position. And then I immigrated to Canada. And the first few years I spent working as a tour guide, guiding mostly German-speaking tourists in the Yukon wilderness, in the wilderness in Alaska. We were hiking and camping, and I was the cook and the troubleshooter, and there was a lot of teaching involved with the guiding, to teach people how to be safe in the wilderness and also how to relate to nature, and there was lots of great experiences there. The job was just for the summers. So in the winter I worked as a supply teacher in the Yukon school system, and after 3 years of that I decided that I wanted to pursue a teaching degree, so I went back to university. And I spent a year at university in Juneau, Alaska, to get my Master of Arts in Teaching degree. And then I was teaching in a rural community in the Yukon. After that, I moved into the wilderness, really the wilderness, with my partner at the time, and we lived about 120 kilometers north of Dawson City with no road access and no power. And I started writing about my experiences, first just for my friends and family, but it was on a blog, and I saw that lots of people were interested, so I wrote books. I wrote 2 books about my life out there and the little things that I came to realize. And so that was that. That also led me to the life coaching, to the sharing of the wisdoms that you can get from nature, and the groundedness, and also the self-reliance. It started for me out there, when you cannot just go shopping and get your supplies, so you always had to improvise, and that led to such a great feeling of accomplishment once you did achieve the task. So unfortunately that life out in the wilderness did not last for me, and for reasons of a personal nature I had to leave. And I wanted to live as close to nature with my child, but as a single mother it wasn't possible. I didn't find it possible to stay in the wilderness, so I moved a bit closer to civilization, and I found a wonderful old little house on a creek in Ontario. And we moved here in 2015, and we've been here ever since. The house is old and needs to be renovated, and I've started to do that myself, of course with limited financial means, but also because I really enjoy doing things myself. I have started to make this house better and more beautiful step by step. So if you hang around, I'm sure I'm going to show you more about my projects and everything that I've come to realize as I've been doing that. And I think for now that concludes my story. We are living in Ontario now. I'm working as a language teacher for German and English as second languages, which I started doing when I was still in the Yukon, and I really enjoy that. And that also plays into my role as a life coach, because people, I find, are much more successful in their learning pursuits if they do what they think they need to do, if they take responsibility for their own learning. And if I, as a teacher, am more of a guide and I'm suggesting things, but the work, the responsibility stays with the students, with my clients, who I see as fully capable of solving their own issues or problems or pursuing their own goals. So what I'm doing as as a teacher now and as a life coach is I'm accompanying people, I'm asking questions. That's what life coaching is mostly about, asking the questions and then listening and reflecting back to what people say and all that good stuff. So I hope to see you again soon, or you see me soon. Please write to me, and thank you very much for watching this.